Today, guys, we can move forward in the knowledge that we are officially anti vaxxers, according to Merriam Webster Dictionary. Guys, there's a whole bunch of words now that have been redefined. Think about racism. Racism used to mean that you thought another group of people were inferior to you based on skin color, based on race. Okay. Classic example, white person thinks less of a black person. That is a racist white person, and it could go on and on. Think about white supremacy. White supremacy used to mean that you just value your race. Your race is superior over all black and brown people. But now white supremacy could literally mean anything. White supremacy, according to Joe Biden, is when Republicans want to ensure that if you're going to vote, you need to bring a voter ID. That is Jim Crow. So, okay, the words are changing, and it's because there is an attack on the language. Because if you can manipulate the language, you can manipulate the people. And if you manipulate the people, you can get what you want. So it's no surprise to me that words like racism have radically morphed. They no longer mean what it used to mean. Now racism is you committed a microaggression against me because you're racist. Okay. White supremacy now means a white cop kills a black person. Even if the black person is guilty, the white cop is practicing white supremacy. Okay. Anti-vaxxer used to mean you're against all vaccines. You're just, I don't believe in any vaccine. I don't all vaccine. But now it's a person who opposes vaccination or laws that mandate vaccination. So now you can't have any bodily autonomy because that would make you an anti-vaxxer. So guys, like I said, today we move forward in the newfound knowledge that we are anti-vaxxers. But before we go any further, guys, make sure you join the journey to 5,000 subs. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified anytime I make a video. And guys, this one is predictable, and this is what happens when institutions are controlled by radical people. A person who opposes vaccination. So it's not a person who opposes some vaccinations, one vaccination. No, if you oppose any vaccination, you're an anti-vaxxer. It doesn't matter if maybe you're pro flu vaccine, you're pro polio vaccine, you're pro hepatitis A, hepatitis B, all that stuff. If you're pro some vaccine, but you're against the vaccine of the most, how do we say this without triggering the algorithm? The most popular virus today. If you're against that vaccine that Lord Fauci is pushing because he wants to be savior of the world and, do an experimental jab on everybody. If you're against that vaccine, even if you support other vaccines, you're still an anti-vaxxer. So this word is really just used to help classify, demonize, and point out people who just don't want to follow the elite narrative. The elite narrative meaning everyone needs to go get the COVID-19 vaccine. Everybody needs to. Forget your bodily autonomy. Forget all the things about freedom and liberty. You need to put all that aside, and you just need to listen to us. And no matter what you say, you're wrong. You're an anti-vaxxer. Guys, it's predictable, and it's a shame that it's gotten to this part to where these people want to accomplish a goal so bad that they will twist the meaning of words to just conform to the thing that they want. So I wanted to just share with you guys, and this is also a shame too, that I'm using this source, because when Russia Times gets it right, you really got to scratch your head and say, what is the American news outlets covering? What are we talking about? Like, why is this not being talked about a lot more than what it is? So Russia Times believe it or not, reports Merriam-Webster Online Dictionary expands definition of anti-vaxxer to include those who opposed forced jabs. And here we have a picture of a man, no restrictions for those who refuse. Yes, let us live life, because we, believe it or not, I have thought about the risk of not getting vaccinated. And I assume all of that risk. So if I get sick, it's on me. And if you are vaccinated, then you're fine. And if you're around me and I'm not vaccinated, but you're vaccinated, then you should be okay because you are protected against me. So no restrictions for those who refuse. And guys, this is a little odd to me just talking about this because I just had a video that was flagged. They took it down. They gave me a strike, and then when I appealed it, I was like, "What did I do? How did I promote medical misinformation?" And then they ended up taking back. They ended up taking back the strike. But it's odd to me that YouTube is at this point to where if you say certain things, you're taking off. They strike you first, and then they have to make it right after, because this is such a sensitive topic. So Merriam-Webster is again redefining language to fit a narrative, this time framing its definition of anti-vaxxer to include not only people who oppose vaccination, but also those who are against inoculation mandates. Okay, if you are against making vaccinations into law, then you are an anti-vaxxer. So it doesn't matter about bodily autonomy at that point. It doesn't matter about life, liberty, and freedom. It doesn't matter about my body, my choice. If you are a person who wants to stand against the government and say, no, government, you shouldn't mandate this because you're infringing on our liberties. We are Americans, after all. Then you are an anti-vaxxer. The definition of Merriam's website says anti-vaxxers mean a person who opposes vaccination laws that mandate vaccination. It's not clear when it was written to include opposition to forced jabs, but many observers noticed for the time on Wednesday. Welcome to 1984. This is the Ministry of Truth. Rapper and podcaster Zuby said on Twitter, referring to George Orwell's dystopian novel. So Zuby tweets, the Merriam-Webster dictionary has changed their definition of anti-vaxxers, people who oppose laws that mandate vaccination. Welcome to 1984. This is the Ministry of Truth. We also have Matt Walsh, the good Matt Walsh. I believe he's with Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire. Today, I begin my new life as an anti-vaxxer. And guys, that's why I said at the beginning, let's embrace our newfound knowledge that we are anti-vaxxers, according to Webster's dictionary. So is that an authoritative source? Maybe to you, not to me, but hey, I'll accept that. But I'm going to call it also what it is. I'll accept what you say, but I'm also going to say, hey, that's BS. Webster, you have the right to do what you're doing, but you're fundamentally flawed because you're trying to push a narrative that is just not right. Okay? We are not anti-vaxxers. Like I said a few minutes ago, are you an anti-vaxxer if you're pro-flu vaccine, but you're against the COVID-19 vaccine? Does that make you an anti-vaxxer? According to Webster's dictionary, it does. Other reactions were similar, with many commentators noting that they now fit the dictionary definition of anti-vaxxers, even though they believe in the benefits of vaccinations and choose to receive the shots themselves. Merriam-Webster's definition appears to dismiss the concept of favoring a product personally, but being opposed on principle to forcing others to use it. So that just gets to the heart of the matter. Okay, you know what? I support, if you want to go get vaccinated, more power to you. I am not going to tell you that you should not be putting something in your body. That is your decision to make. If you want to go get the COVID-19 vaccine, if that makes you feel more safe, then you know what? If you've done your research and you say, I'm ready to get the vaccine, more power to you. God bless you. Do it. But me, speaking for myself, I'm not going to get it because I'm young, I'm healthy, I have an immune system, and I don't like that this whole medicine game is so politicized to the point where it's really just talking points. So I'm not with that. I don't want my medicine to be talking points. I want my medicine to actually be real. So you guys see this, and the world is changing in front of us. Jumping back into the article, such was the case, or at least the attempt last October when Merriam Webster's dictionary edited its definition of preference, noting that it was offensive in reference to a person's sexual preference. The revision helped back up U.S. Senator Mazie Hirono when she accused the Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett of being biased against gay people when she used the term as a synonym for sexual orientation. Okay, so guys, you get where we're going. We don't have to continue to push forward with Russia times, but my goodness, if they're calling it what it is, then we gotta listen, because at the end of the day, truth is truth. But you guys just have to be aware that the words are changing, not by accident. There are people in charge of changing the language, and they are doing so, and they're cramming it down people's throats. Think about Coca-Cola. Think about Disney. Think about Marvel and all these people that want to force you to be a part of the tribalism of race. They want to indoctrinate you about critical race theory. They want to tell all white people that you are racist, or you are complicit in racism, you are a white supremacist, or you are complicit in a white supremacist system, and therefore you need to do the work of an anti-racist to rid yourself of all the sins of the racism that you have committed. That's not to your knowledge, but you need to trust me, you're racist. Guys, to all that, I call BS, and I hope you can call BS too. I'm going to leave that right there. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Make sure you guys join the journey to 5,000 subs. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified anytime I make a video. You guys can support the channel on Patreon. You could also support the channel on PayPal and Cash App. All those will be in the description below. Hit that like button, guys. And as always, God bless. I will see you good people on the next one. Peace.